Are your content ideas all over the place? Let's talk about getting them organized and making a plan. You know what you want to share with your audience, but you're having trouble getting all of those really big ideas narrowed down into something that's digestible and easy for your audience to consume. Hey there, I'm Abby Herman with Right Solutions, and this channel is dedicated to providing you the information and resources that you need to create the content that helps you grow your business. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to organize all of those big ideas you have for your audience and how to narrow them down into easy to create and digest chunks of content. By the end of this video, you're going to have the knowledge that you need in order to stop with the overwhelm that you feel when you are creating content. So the first step to getting your ideas organized is to know your zones of genius. What are those big ideas that you know and you can share with your audience and you can create tons of content around them? Know what those are and use those as the categories in your blog posts or your podcast episodes or wherever you're creating big pieces of content. I recommend taking those zones of genius and writing them down in an Excel spreadsheet or a Trello board. So write them down across the top and then fill it in below with all of the things that you can talk about that are related to that top tier piece of content, that top tier zone of genius that you have. Doing this helps you to narrow down your ideas a little bit more because you're not going to want to talk about that big thing. You're going to want to talk about it in smaller chunks. So here is an example. If you are a health or fitness coach, your big ideas might be nutrition, exercise, time management, and hormones. So the smaller ideas might have to do, for example, nutrition, paleo versus keto diet, or what eating vegan can do for your body, or why you can still be an elite athlete and eat vegan. For exercise as your zone of genius, some of the ideas you might write underneath there could include the best exercises for weight loss, or the best exercises for muscle growth, or how to do certain exercises correctly without injuring yourself. For time management, it might include ideas around how to fit a workout into a busy home and life schedule, how to fit in a workout when you have to get up at 4 a.m. to go to work. You might write about dispelling the myth that you don't really have time to work out after all. Those are some ideas of top tier zones of genius with the ideas underneath. Now, if you're having trouble including those additional ideas, let's expand a little bit more. So I like to think of topics in who, what, when, where, why, how terms. So here's an example. So let's say you're that health and fitness coach and you want to write about working out when you have an injury. So who would work out when they have an injury? Why would you want to work out when you have an injury? Where can you work out when you have an injury? So if you're a runner, maybe that is you work out in the pool, or if you're a trail runner, you now run on the road. Let's talk about when you would work out and how you can work out when you have an injury. So take that one idea and break it up into lots of smaller ideas. You could write a blog post about when to work out or how to work out when you have an injury, and you can use Instagram posts and videos and other social media posts to drive traffic to that blog post. So let's say your blog post is about how to work out when you have an injury. Maybe your Instagram post is why you would want to work out when you have an injury. So including those top tier zones of genius and then a list of different topics below that, and then breaking those topics into who, what, when, where, why will help you create tons of different topics around just a couple of ideas. Now, we're not done with that list yet. So I want you to think about expanding that list. Keep your list handy, keep your Excel spreadsheet handy, keep that Trello board handy, and anytime you have a question from an audience member or a client, anytime something sparks your memory, something that you're doing with a client or that kind of sparks an idea, write it down. And even if you can't expand on it and break that one idea down right away, eventually you will be able to. And now you have this huge list of different ideas that you can use to create content. When you have used that idea, if you're using a Trello board, mark it with a special tag. If you are using an Excel spreadsheet, shade out that field when you've used the idea. So you still have the ideas there in front of you because they might spark other ideas, but you have indicated to yourself and reminded yourself that you have used that idea already. That's going to help you with not repeating information, but maybe finding a different way to address the same question or idea. I know that coming up with content topics is sometimes a challenge, but you have those thoughts and ideas in your head. I know you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing in business today. So make sure that you get your ideas organized and written down so the next time you go to create a YouTube video or an Instagram post or a story or whatever it is, you have those ideas in front of you and you know what to create. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this information helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.